Alright guys, we are flying with Singapore Air today and we are in the SilverKris lounge, which is going to be amazing. We checked in here. They have two. They have one for business and one for first class. We are in the business side because that's the type of seat that we have. And let's go take a look at the food that they have and I'll show you what that looks like. And then I'm going to grab some food and eat and I'll show you guys what I got. Alright, I made my food choices. I got some wonton soup and some odds and ends. Looks really good. I'm sitting here enjoying it, reading my book. In the lounge, there's plenty of empty spots, which is really great that it's not packed. This is my wonton soup, which I have already jumped into. Some garlic naan, chicken, some dumplings, fish. I got a little bit of everything, just to mix it up a little bit. So I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this and read my book and wait for time to head to the gate. Okay, we left the lounge and walked down to our gate. Do not forget to allow yourself enough time to go through security when you get to your gate, because that's when you'll go through security at Changi Airport.
The flight to Bangkok is approximately 1 hour and 55 minutes. The weather forecast en route is cloudy condition. In the interest of your safety and safety of the crew members, and you do observe the seatbelt sign and keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. And in the cabin, we have our in-flight manager, Esther, and with the team of cabin crew, she will ensure that you are well looked after, and I do hope you will enjoy this flight with us. We're just waiting for some passengers to complete the boarding, and we'll be on our way shortly. We'll be slightly behind the schedule departure time due to the late arrival of this aircraft earlier. We'll try our best to keep the time ahead and hope we have an on-time arrival into Bangkok. In the meantime, do sit back, relax, and we'll come back to you before descent to give you the weather update for Bangkok. Once again, thank you for choosing the flight with Singapore Airlines.
All between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed.
About 215 nautical miles southeast of Bangkok, and we'll be commencing our descent shortly. We expect to land around 6:55 p.m. local time. And for your information, there's a 1 hour time difference between Bangkok and Singapore. Time now is 6:15 p.m. Cloudy skies are reported at our destination with temperature at about 31 degrees Celsius or 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And lastly, on behalf of Captain Wong and the crew, I'd like to thank you for flying Singapore Airlines. We wish you a pleasant day ahead. Cabin crew, please prepare for arrival. Thank you.
Welcome to Bangkok, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is on. Please take care when opening the overhead compartments and remember to take all your belongings with you. It's been our pleasure serving you on this flight. Thank you for flying Singapore Airlines, a member of Star Alliance.
All right, guys, made it safely to our apartment here in Bangkok. I do have a video tour of this apartment here on the channel, so make sure to go check that out. But let's talk about this amazing flight from Singapore to Bangkok. We flew on Singapore Airlines, and we did get the access to the SilverKris lounge. As I mentioned earlier in the video, they also have a separate lounge for first class passengers. So SilverKris is for the business class passengers, and it was a huge lounge. The food assortment, as you saw, incredible, so much to offer. It was so great to have all those offerings and lots to choose from. We were there for probably close to an hour and a half or so before we headed over to the gate. And like I said just a second ago, make sure that you get to your gate early enough, because you do have to go through your security check at the gate. You don't ever go through a security check until you get to your gate when you're at the airport in Singapore. So let's talk about this. The lounge, as I said, phenomenal. I would rank it really high. The boarding process was really good. It was very easy and it went really quick. I was amazed because there were so many people on this flight. I was absolutely amazed that there were so many people got on the plane so quickly, and we left on time, which is not surprising. We're dealing with Singapore Airlines. And I did get the book your cook meal, which was the lamb the lamb chops, the encrusted, and it had the mashed potatoes with the fresh vegetables. Unbelievable. It was so good. So I would rank that very highly. If you do get the opportunity to do the book your cook, make sure that you do it ahead of time, because sometimes it's hard to get the entree that you want after you get onto the flight. You can do the book your cook, book the cook, up to 24 hours. So do it before you check in for your flight. And then so it checked in, got on board. Flight crew, of course, is amazing. They double checked with us the meals that we pre-selected, and it was amazing. The food was phenomenal. Those lamb chops were so good. I couldn't even believe that I was eating those on a plane. I felt like I was in a 5-star restaurant somewhere. So the meal was amazing, a great experience. It was so relaxing, and the crew just made it amazing, as expected. It's Singapore Airlines, and they really lived up to it, to be honest. Sometimes you get that hype and you're just not really sure. You hear, oh, such and such airline, so amazing, and then you ride it and you're like, it was okay. Singapore Airlines, you're not gonna say that. So this one we booked, so I took my American Express Platinum points that I had saved up from my welcome offer, and I moved those over to the Aeroplan, Canada Air's Aeroplan. And I did that and not booking directly with Singapore Air because they did have a bonus for transferring. So I did it that way, and it was the same amount anyways. So did it through Aeroplan and booked it through there, and it was $40,000 for the two of us, my husband and I both, $40,000, and it was 154 US dollars. It was like 200 something Canadian dollars, but that's, the conversion is about 154 US dollars. So really not bad for an incredible flight. We were like the first few people off the plane, so that of course means we're going to get to immigration really quickly, which, as you know, if you've been to Bangkok, you know that line could be really big. And as we were getting off, there was another huge flight that arrived as well, and a couple of big groups coming our way as well. So it was really good that we did that. I also did book, and I'll put a link down in the comments below for you, but I booked the VIP processing too through immigration so that we could get it through really quickly, which is why I was not worried and I wasn't trying to run when I saw those big flights landing. Is I did book the VIP. And we did have someone greet us the second we walked off the plane. She had a sign with my name on it. We met up with her. She greeted us, walked with us through immigration. She led us up to the kind of the shorter line, which is what they use for like the crew or like, you know, VIPs and things like that. Use that area. It was super quick. We were out long before the luggage started coming out, which was really crazy. So really have to give huge kudos to Singapore Air. They did such an amazing job from beginning to end. I mean, when you check in, it's great. The staff is always so pleasant, so helpful. You know, your bags, if you're flying in business, get tagged priority, so they're the first ones to come off the plane. And so those were out pretty quick. They were definitely one of the first few to come out. So we grabbed those and we were out of there. We were outside and waiting for our ride within like 30 minutes off of getting off the plane, which is absolutely crazy. So definitely cannot recommend the service highly, more highly, I should say, because it was really amazing to have that and not have to worry about, you know, getting through immigration or if there's going to be a lot of flights. that is gone. You walk right through, and because we were in business class when we got off the plane, like I said, we were one of the first ones. So it was great. Recommend this a lot. If you are interested in more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have questions about my flight from Singapore to Bangkok, make sure that you leave those down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.